The emergency room doors burst open just after midnight, and Dr. Ethan Cole barely had time to look up before a nurse shouted, "We've got a child. Severe trauma? Barely breathing." Ethan moved on instinct. Years of experience took over as the small body was rushed past him on a gurney. The boy couldn't have been more than 7 or 8. Pale skin, blood on his shirt, wide, terrified eyes searching the ceiling lights. "Stay with me, buddy," Ethan said gently. Even as monitors began to scream, he had no idea who the child was. Only that time was slipping away. The accident had happened fast. A hit and run on a rainy street. No parents had arrived yet. No name, just a child fighting to stay alive. As the team worked, Ethan noticed something small but strange. The boy had a birthmark on his left wrist, faint but distinct. A half-moon shape. Ethan felt a flicker of familiarity, but he pushed it aside. There was no room for distraction. Minutes stretched painfully. The boy's heart faltered, then slowed again. The room tightened with tension. Ethan's voice stayed calm, steady, even as he made a split-second decision that went against protocol but felt right in his bones. Prep for emergency surgery. Now. The nurse hesitated. "Doctor, the risk." "I know," Ethan said firmly, "but it's his only chance." In the operating room, the world narrowed to hands, instruments, and breath. Ethan worked with a focus that surprised even himself. He spoke softly, almost unconsciously, as if the child could hear him. "You're not alone. I've got you." Hours later, the crisis finally broke. The monitors steadied. The boy's chest rose and fell on its own. Exhaustion washed over the room, followed by quiet relief. Ethan stepped back, pulling off his gloves. He exhaled for what felt like the first time all night. "He's stable," he said. Just then, a woman rushed in, breathless and shaking. Her eyes were red from crying, her hair soaked from the rain. She froze when she saw the child. "That's my son," she whispered. "That's Liam." Ethan nodded gently. "He's going to make it." The woman collapsed into a chair, sobbing with relief. "Thank you," she said over and over. I didn't think anyone could save him." Ethan gave a small, tired smile. "He's a strong kid." As the woman calmed, she glanced at Ethan more closely. Her expression changed, confusion, then shock. "Ethan?" she asked quietly. He felt his chest tighten. He recognized her now. Years had passed, but the memory hadn't faded. Sarah? They hadn't spoken in nearly a decade. Life had pulled them apart, choices made, words left unsaid. Ethan hadn't even known she'd had a child. Sarah's hands trembled as she looked back at the bed. "Liam. He was born right after you left." Ethan's heart began to pound. Slowly, he stepped closer to the child. His gaze fell again on the boy's wrist. The half-moon birthmark. The room felt suddenly smaller. Sarah swallowed hard. "He's your son." Ethan couldn't speak. He looked at the boy, the curve of his face, the way his brow furrowed even in sleep. Pieces fell into place with painful clarity. He had spent his life saving strangers. Tonight, without knowing it, he had saved his own child. Liam stirred, eyes fluttering open. He looked around, confused, then focused on Ethan. Their eyes met. Ethan leaned closer. "Hey," he said softly. "You're safe now." Liam stared at him for a moment, then reached out and wrapped his fingers weakly around Ethan's hand. Ethan held on, feeling something he hadn't felt in years, connection, warmth, a sense of something lost finding its way back.